God. As he focused his light on Beta 6's leg wound, he found that not only the area around it was showing signs of necrosis, but several apple seeds were also embedded in and around the wound.
Oh my God.
Hang in there. I'm so sorry.
Gotta
This is gonna hurt. Beta 9 produced a scalpel and began digging into the wound to get the seeds out.
Produced? Like he just conjured that out of nowhere? He pulled out a scalpel. Come on now.
Later, in the void.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Savvy, and welcome back to the Savvy Show. And first and foremost, I missed you guys, man. Hope you guys all had a fun weekend. I had a pretty decent one. My allergies are clearing up, so I'm kind of sounding back to normal now, so it just feels great. I can actually breathe again. But anyway, I hope you guys all had a good weekend. Today we're about to be diving deep into probably another SCP that's similar to like a plant-based SCP, just like the last one kind of. This is SCP-4608. Appleseed. This is from TheRubber, so we'll see how this goes. I hope this is a cool one. I'm pretty sure, like, by the thumbnail alone, it looks more than just like maybe a bunch of trees that are alive. Maybe they're man-eating trees, who knows? But like always, we're going to find out today. So with that being said, if you guys are excited for this reaction, and if you do enjoy it along the way, please remember to show some love at that like button and smash it blue for me. Let's get it done like a family. Let's get at least 50 likes for this one. And also remember, smash that sub button and join the family if you haven't made that jump. If you're still window shopping, you're on the fence, if you like SCP content, you like my reaction style, this is the best place to be, to have fun with us and enjoy the heat. So let's get it done together. And also remember, you can support me on Patreon as well too if you want. Link in the description below. That's like the #1 place if you do want to support the journey even more. And if you have specific suggestions you want me to check out on a timely manner, I'll schedule them accordingly. So with that being said, without any further ado, let's get this show started. Alrighty, SCP-4608, Appleseed. Let's get it.
Viewer discretion is advised. A logger was taking a break away from the campsite. He thought about the recent disappearances of their colleagues. They had accidents, they said, but something doesn't make sense. Accidents? All happened at the same time? As he pondered, he felt something was dripping on him. He looked up and saw his missing colleague dangling on the tree, with apples growing unnaturally on his dead body.
Oh my God.
Terrified, he ran. He could hear inhuman chants all around him.
From the trees?
He almost got to the camp, but something grabbed his leg, fiercely dragged him back into the woods, and the bleeding faces on the tree was the last thing he saw. Hello everybody, I'm TheRubber. Today we bring you a SCP Foundation neutralized object, SCP-4608.
Neutralized? This is going to be a good one. Let's see how they took this one out.
SCP-4608, also known as Appleseed, was a 60-acre apple orchard containing over 22,000 trees, located on the outskirts of Milan, Indiana.
Damn.
Sigils and symbols relating to occult Norse religions were found engraved on most of the trees.
Religion?
Within the orchard, there were organisms consisting of unidentified plant-like muscular structures, dubbed SCP-4608-1. These instances were predatory in nature, highly mobile, and aggressively territorial. Additionally, a large apple tree with 13 human faces embedded on its bark, dubbed SCP-4608-2,
human souls, maybe?
could be found in the middle of the orchard. The faces were capable of speech, though the language used is currently unidentified. It was hostile, and used its roots as a means of manipulation. 4608 was discovered when a local logging company had purchased the land on which it was located. Shortly after the first expedition, all crew members were either declared dead or missing. The search party was also presumed missing.
Yep, I'm assuming the trees ate them when no one was looking. I'm interested to see if those faces are just part of the anomaly, or those are the faces of the bodies that tree consumed. That would be kind of cool.
On October 14, 1947, the Foundation was alerted to the occurrences surrounding the area by police reports, accompanied by a photograph of an instance of 4608-1.
Caught him in 4K.
In response, the Foundation dispatched a 3-man team to investigate 4608. After 4 days of no contact, all 3 agents were presumed dead. Following this, a high-risk response team, Mobile Strike Force Bravo 7, was dispatched to handle the situation. Alpha Squad moved swiftly into the site, with Beta Squad headed east and Gamma Squad went west. The mission was to find out what happened to the investigation team. and if necessary, neutralize any hostile forces.
Don't you see the blood on the tree? They were literally sniffing around, and there's legit blood on the tree that was right next to them. These tree monsters are eating them.
Their surroundings began to appear more barren as they advanced deeper in. As they approached the incident site, the squad found several dead bodies.
And them apples,
The bodies
bruh.
were heavily mutilated, and their chests were ripped open and filled with apples.
Brutal.
Christ, who and what could have done this? Suddenly, they heard a loud shriek from their radios. They immediately huddled into a defensive formation,
Let's see.
trained their rifles towards the tree line, and scanned for movement.
I wonder if these tree monsters are these trees, and this is just them, like, trying to blend in, and when no one's looking, or they're trying to, kill someone, they'll turn into that humanoid tree creature and attack the humans. Or they could just be two different entities completely within this SCP. Either way, it's still pretty cool.
Squad leads, report. It came from the southwest. We're definitely not alone out here. Alpha Squad began moving towards the direction and slowly entering the tree line. Unlike earlier, the trees they encountered now appeared to be healthier and taller. They noticed that there was some sort of strange sigil etched on the trees.
Who did that?
They felt that somebody or something was stalking them.
Uh-oh.
Another loud shriek was heard, but this time it wasn't from the radio. Multiple
True
shrieks
member?
shot through the woods
Oh, no,
from the
the
opposite
faces.
direction several seconds later. Suddenly, Alpha 4 caught movement at the edge of his vision,
Dang.
but it was too quick for him to have a clear look.
Dummy quick.
Beta Squad called on their radios. "We've got a man down. Repeat, man down." Beta 6 screamed. Sounds of gunshots accompanied with shrieks can be heard through the radio.
Yo.
Alpha Squad now realized there was only 3 of them. Alpha 5 has gone missing. But they had found their teammate quickly. As
In
they
the tree?
turned around and saw Alpha 5 bisected and hanging by his intestines
my
from the
God,
trees,
they're-
swaying lifelessly.
Okay, one, there's too many fallen comrades already to just realize, like, yo, you guys just can't handle this with just guns, and 3 of you guys left. Straight up, if I was them and I already got a picture of what's going on, I'll literally send an SCP in to destroy him. Like, I'll probably send the Burning Man and just have him just go crazy. He likes to burn stuff. There you go. So many stuff that he could go crazy with. Or just nuke it. That's probably how they, neutralized it, but we shall see.
As they began to mobilize, a loud shriek came from behind them. They turned around, then finally had a clear look at their stalker.
Bro.
A 4608-1 lunged at Alpha 1. At this time,
God dang.
Beta Squad was sustaining heavy damage, as Beta 8 was killed in action and Beta 6 severely injured. They needed to find a place to regroup and stabilize. Soon, they arrived at a small abandoned chapel. The shrieks got louder and sounded more hostile the closer they got to the chapel. "Get him in there! Go, go, go!" They rushed past the doorway, and Beta 1 slammed the door against the pursuing instances of 4608-1.
Let's hope that protects you.
Beta 9 hastily rested Beta 6 on the floor and helped to barricade the door against the relentless onslaught. Beta 6 lay weakly on the ground. He shone his flashlight in front of him, illuminating a wall composed of human skulls.
Bro.
Jesus.
Don't tell me this is a chapel for the freaking the Appleseed creatures. Yo.
You're doomed. Beta 9 paced quickly over to him and laid down his first aid kit. Hey, snap out of it. Stay with me, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll get you out of this.
Surprised you're still alive.
Oh, God. As he focused his light on Beta 6's leg wound, he found that not only the area around it
Seeds?
was showing signs of necrosis, but several apple seeds were also embedded in and around the wound.
Oh my god.
Hang in there. I'm so sorry.
Gotta
But this is gonna
amputate that.
hurt. Beta 9 produced a scalpel and began digging into the wound to get the seeds out.
Produce like he just conjured that out of nowhere? he pulled out a scalpel. Come on now.
For a moment, the chapel was filled with the shrieks from behind the barricaded door, and Beta 6's scream of pain as the seeds were painstakingly taken out one by one.
Damn.
Beta 1 stood guard near the door, and his radio beeped. It was Alpha 7. "Can anybody hear me? Come
Bruh.
in!"
What?
Before Beta 1 could respond, he was alerted by a loud shriek. He turned around and saw Beta 9 flailing on the ground, as multiple instances of 4608-1 were ripping off chunks of his flesh. More
Bro,
instances
oh
were
my
also
God.
emerging from Beta 6's mouth, eyes, and leg wound. "Alpha Team is down. Those bastards killed us off. Beta 1, where are you?" But Beta 1 could not respond, as multiple 4608-1 instances forcefully ripped out his throat. All Alpha 7 heard was the sound of flesh being torn apart.
Yo, no joke,
At the
this
west
is
side
crazy.
of the orchard, Gamma 1 was kneeling beside a disemboweled Gamma Squad member with a blank look on his face. Several inhuman voices could be heard speaking in an unidentified language.
What?
Suddenly, a call from Alpha 7 shook him into senses. Gamma Squad, you there? I'm all alone.
Call a
Please
napalm or
come in.
something, please.
Gamma 1 pulled himself together. He took a grenade from the pocket of his fallen comrade and stood up. He said, "It's just me now." As he looked around, he saw human faces emerging from the surrounding trees.
Bruh.
The faces were sobbing as blood poured from their empty eye sockets.
Okay, now they're stopping. That probably confirms, but not really confirms, that these are probably the dead souls or the dead bodies of the fallen comrades that got eaten by these trees, or just any other random person that walked next to these trees and got killed. Yo.
Listen carefully. Get out of here right now and call for backup. I'm gonna finish this.
Okay, let's see it.
He walked towards the
Just one
largest
grenade,
tree,
though?
which was 4608-2, with a grenade clenched in his hand.
Wow, he's hella confident.
All 13 faces stopped shrieking and began frantically vocalizing in the unknown language. As he got closer, a large root emerged from the ground and constricted around Gamma 1, pulling him towards it. That's right, pull me in. I ain't going anywhere.
Okay. He's about it. Yo, he's about it. I appreciate that, man. Usually people just be scared as shit, but he's willing to kamikaze himself, man. Dang, this is gonna be
Despite
crazy.
his bones that were being crushed by the roots, he laughed hysterically as he slowly lifted up his hand. The grenade's pin had been pulled.
Bruh.
Except to hell.
Just one grenade,
and I'm
though?
taking all you bastards with me. The grenade went off, and 4608-2 erupted into flames as it collapsed. The surrounding trees screamed as they spontaneously combusted.
Okay.
The orchard was engulfed in a fiery blaze that darkened the sky for a long moment.
Nice.
The members of Mobile Strike Force Bravo 7 were posthumously awarded the Foundation Star for their efforts in neutralizing 4608. Remember?
Damn, that's crazy. Only took one grenade. Man, I'm surprised they didn't combat her anyway. Or the people, well, not the people, the anomalies that could actually move, the humanoid trees that weren't stationary. We didn't get any confirmation about them being the actual trees. I'm just assuming they might just be two different kinds of, this SCP, like 4608-1 and -2, like they said previously. We don't know if they could shapeshift, but I'm surprised that the ones that could be mobile didn't run out the way or dip after seeing his comrades getting burnt up. Oh, this is so interesting. I know the animations don't really go completely in depth, but it's interesting to see if they actually tried to stop the fire. But it is neutralized, so this SCP was wild. I would do the same, honestly. It doesn't seem like this one could even be contained. There's way too many trees, and I just feel like they're way too brutal. So if you guys enjoyed this SCP reaction, please remember to smash that like button and also hit that bell and stay plugged for each and every upload. And remember, smash that sub button and join the family if you're not already part of it. Especially if you made it all the way to the end and you're not subbed and you're still hearing my voice. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe your thumbs are broken, but goddamn, hit that sub button. Join the family. We want to have a great time. Join the fun, man. Join the fun. So unfortunately, that concludes today's episode, though. However, I'll catch you guys on the next one.